Hello, everybody, and welcome to our allotment channel, our Eden and Plot 13. Well, today I'm just simply showing my seed catalogue. I've arranged it and I'm going to do it this year. And first of all, please ignore this wall behind me. What this is, it's a blackboard wall, what we used when we was homeschooling. And it's been up a few years and there's some cracks in it, so I've just plastered around it, got to sand it down and repaint it. So well, anyway, last year I followed what Muddy Boots did. Now Muddy Boots is a guy and he's got a allotment channel obviously called Muddy Boots, so I really do suggest looking him up on YouTube. Is fantastic. I've learned so much from him. And what he does, he numbers everything and puts it like in catalogues everything in number order sort of thing. So each number represents a plant and that. So I tried to do it last year and it didn't really work for me, but it may work for you. So this year, I'm just going to simply label the plants as they are, what they are. If it's a beetroot, it's a beetroot. I'm not going to call it a number. The way I'm organised what I'm sowing each month, I've done it this way. So I've got two folders, one here, one beside me. Trust me, there's another one. I like the picture, by the way. And to start off, I've got every few weeks. So I've got things like spring onion, lettuce, beetroot. So that's the first section every few weeks. And then if I go on to the next one, each of these dividers, they're the different next month sort of thing. So the month afterwards is cauliflower all year round. That's it for January. A lot of people say the onions in January, but I'm going to leave them to February this time. I think it's February anyway. So when February comes around, that's when things really start moving and we can start getting excited and sowing a few things. So for instance, purple sprouts and broccoli, leeks, tomatoes and that. If I turn over, that one is a Savoy cabbage. I've just simply put what it is. One sowing, blah blah blah. So mid-February, harvest September to November, with the seeds in there. So that's just one of those plastic sleeve things with an A4 piece of paper. Underneath, I left that blank, so I'm going to just write down me disasters and the things what turn out good, bit of advice for the year afterwards and such like. Let me just put that back in. And so forth. What we've got here, sweet pepper, so the beginning of February in a propagator, harvest July to October, and obviously the seeds there. That goes all the way through. Then we move on to March, exactly the same thing. I wrote in the divider what I'm sowing in March. This is for like Brussels, for example. I'm doing two varieties. I'm doing the summer variety and the winter one for Christmas. So Brussels, the first sowing, that's the first sowing variety. Let's see. Good bean, collie. Be the last one. Typical, isn't it? Brussels, yay! So the first variety is someone one called Crispus F1. I sow that in March, harvest September to November. I've put a little note here. These are the early variety. It's a later variety to sow in April. So if we move over to April, when April comes along, which is in the next folder, 1 minute. That hasn't got a silly man on it. There we go. April. Let me just find it. So when these are harvested, we can hopefully have them for Christmas. Because as you know, I made the mistake this year of, last year, of doing a summer variety for winter. So these are Marta F1. Sow them at the end of April, harvest October through to December. These, and then my little note for reference, these are the second variety for the extended season. And obviously there's the packet there. So I'm doing flowers as well, but I've done a list of all the things that you can eat, what I'm actually growing, and also doing flowers, but I haven't added that on because obviously I'm not going to eat flowers. I'm not, not like that. Some people might, but anyway, 1 minute. Good nice cup of tea. So what have I got? I've got all those. It's interesting when you look at these seed packets and or cauliflower, for example, they look absolutely perfect in the packet, don't they? But that's not the reality. But anyway, this is what my allotment this year hopefully will be full of, and harvesting and having abundance and really enjoying it. So spring onion, normal onion, lettuce, beetroot, radish, cauliflower, purple and broccoli, leek, pointed cabbage. They're like the sweet ones. You can do them early. You can put them really close together as well. So small space, you can put quite a few of those cabbages in. Tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, chilies, Savoy, Brussels, parsnips, broad beans, celery, sweet corn, calabrese. If you haven't tried calabrese, that's what you buy in the supermarket. It's labelled as broccoli, but actually it isn't broccoli, it's calabrese. It's where you get the big formed head on it. The broccoli is like the stringy sort of thing with a big stalk on it. But if you want broccoli, what looks like what you buy in the supermarket, then get calabrese seeds. French beans, courgette, melons, kale, and last but not least, swede. So those are all the things that I'm hoping my allotment this year will be feeding my family through with. Well, that's all I can say really, isn't it? Short video, but I just want to show you how I do my seeds, how I label. Well, I'm going to label them as the seeds. I'm not going to put the exact date on. Everything was February. Well, I'd say January. It's still January. I'm doing the all year round. That's it. My brain went dead then. All year round cauliflower. So I'm just going to label it all year round cauliflower, saying January. And that's it really. And yeah, please let me know how you do your seeds, because what I've found over the years since I've had the allotment is that I come to the next season and I've got tubs and tubs and tubs, or like part used seeds, and I end up with seeds all over the place. I don't know where I'm at with them or anything. So I'm hoping spending a little bit of time listing and going through a catalog. Got them from King's Seeds, by the way. We, with our allotment, we're in an allotment association, and they're registered with King's Seeds, so you get a bit of discount and that. So I looked through their magazine. Right, this is what we want to grow. Tick them all off, the ones I want, put it in the order sheet thing, send the money, job done. So everything what we're growing, we're actually growing for what we're going to eat and make use of, not just. I've gone from like sort of trying to do the giant carrot and the show things like that. I did give it a go a couple of years ago, but now I find it to do what's happening in supermarkets. And if you want to know what's happening in supermarkets, by the way, in the food what you're buying, look up on YouTube someone called Bowl Out Farmer. He will enlighten you on that, and it's quite what he says is quite interesting and worth considering. So yeah, so everything what we eat, what we have for Sunday dinner, salad wise and everything like that, that's the things I've picked, and that's what I'm going to be growing. And hopefully, God willing, I will have a good harvest. So anyway, I hope this help you out. Simple way of doing it. And God bless you all next time. Bye bye.